Hi, Sharice.
Hello, Tan.
How are you?
I am well. I am excited and a little bit nervous, but okay, I'm ready.
Well, for our viewing audience, I want to say my name is Tanya Wilson Cherry. I am the founder of a platform for the beauty industry called the Team. And our vision is to provide exposure for other beauty industry professionals and to provide instrumental influence from people who have really been doing great things in the industry, just so that others can see the big picture of what the beauty industry is all about. And this evening we have Miss Sharice Martin uh, talking with us, and I'm so excited because I think that what she and her partners are doing is absolutely fabulous. I mean, everything that I believe in is teamwork, and they are exemplifying it to the hundredth power. So we're going to see how just being on a team and in a partnership and Sharice's industry profession has benefited her life. So to start, I guess we can ask you first how long you've been a licensed professional in the beauty industry.
I have been a licensed manicurist for 24 years. Gosh, that's a long time. Time flies.
That's a lot of wisdom behind those numbers.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It definitely is.
hmm what do you think? Where do you think wisdom comes from the most in the industry? Where do you think people really get the wisdom from?
You know what I think? I think it is trial and error. It's on the job training. And I have a lot of people always come to me interested in opening a salon that are not in the industry. And I think that's kind of like my pet peeve because to me, you have to be passionate about it in order to do it. It may work another way, but I can't see just any old person that's not passionate about the industry being able to pull it off. Not 100%.
I agree. So just listening to you, it definitely has to be a passion for you. You and your partners. How many of you partner together in your current salon?
You know, it is four of us, well, me and three other young ladies, and we've been in business for 9 years.
Oh wow.
Yes, and I think initially we were nervous because you hear what people say and people can't run a business together and all of that. And I would say that definitely two heads are better than one. I always say that because doing this by myself, I think it would be a lot. And plus, I like the other input from my partners. Sometimes it's definitely six on one side and half a dozen on the other, but we agree to disagree because no, we're not on the same page about a lot of things. But the main things, I think we are, and I think that's why we've been in business for 9 years.
I'm,
And every time I say it, I for real kind of get chills because I don't know. When you open a business not for nobody else, not if somebody's going to be at your salon or not. You do it because it's your business and it's going to work. And you press forward.
ah, that's so good. I mean, when you talked about your partnership, and I just heard you say you agreed to disagree, but
Absolutely.
the main things you agree on, and I feel that is where many people struggle actually in understanding that each person has an opinion, and it's okay if theirs is different from yours, but agreeing on the main foundational things, that's it.
That's the glue that's been holding us together. I will say, like, our belief in God. And when I say God, because people always, I'm like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I want people to know that because people say God all the time, and I say God sometimes, but at times I just want people to know so it's not no wavering in what I believe in and who I believe in. So definitely, so that's it. Like prayer over everything, and that's our main thing. And no, we aren't straight and narrow, and we have our faults with this, that, and the other. But in spite of, we know where to go
Help
to.
come from.
Yes, exactly, absolutely right.
I can't even explain to you how blessed I am when I'm doing these interviews, and everybody that I've interviewed so far has been successful has mentioned God. So I'm not surprised at all. but it is a source, and you need that, when
If
you're
God ain't in it, it ain't even. I honestly, I can't see.
it
I don't
working.
know. Yeah, exactly right.
So, what are your partners' names? I want to make sure that they get, their
Right,
as well.
exactly right. Okay, we are first of all Salon Couture. We are CSTL, doing business at Salon Couture, and CSTL, that's Kara Gaskins, Sharice Martin, Tracy Robinson, and Laura Foose.
Okay.
And all of us work in the salon except one. But Laura is a licensed manicurist. She works for a cemetery full time, but she is our person that does all our PR, everything, and I mean, stay on top of our books and all like that. So she's a very, very big input to our salon.
So, do you think that everybody has their unique gift that they bring to the table for your partnership?
Yes, and I will say this because in our salon we have it's 16 cosmetologists, 16 hairstylists, 7 manicurists, and 2 barbers. We have like 7 assistants. So yeah, everybody play a part in everything. It's a lot as far as like sorting out stuff, but we do a lot of memoing, a lot of teamwork, a lot of holding our staff accountable for everything we need them to know.
That's a large number of people to manage.
It is.
Because that's like 5,000 personalities. We all got about
It
four
is.
as individuals. And
Absolutely.
you guys are just doing it with such a grace and, and becoming noticed for it. Your efforts are not just in vain, although they wouldn't be in vain if it wasn't noticed globally because it's your success. It would be what
Exactly.
you desire. But, it's always an added plus. I tell everybody that I asked, am I able to interview them? I'll say, I've been following you, not stalking you, but I
Right.
have been I have been following you. So I do recognize that you all have been nominated for the Steve Harvey Awards show like year after year.
Yes,
Year.
and that has been a blessing, and I think more so than anything, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I can't believe it, and we never downplay it because, like it's a real big deal for us, and it was a big deal for us that our clients even nominated us the very first year we got nominated because we knew nothing about it, and I
Oh,
do a lot of traveling, a whole lot of stuff, and I had no idea. So just to get nominated and then to be nominated again, and like you said, year after year, and we're also nominated this year for Best Hair Salon and Best Nail Salon. So this is the second time that we've been nominated for both. So it just goes to show that people really do vote, and it's not that much to voting, but it still takes time out of people's day. So for them to even take the time
yes.
to tell their mother, their grandmother, to show their kids how to vote, like all that, we don't take none of it lightly. And the publicity from it, especially the radio and everything, because everything is so expensive these days.
Yes.
So at a time when we need all of that, even at points where the salon got slow, it has really kept us going because even when people come from out of town, they just want to know, like people do. They want to know, like, who is
Where's
this
the salon?
exactly right. So if they own business, they'll just say we famous for asking, like, how did you hear about us? And they say, well, you won the Hoodie Awards, and I'm traveling from San Francisco. So it feels like it real like the bomb. I can't even express how it feels, but it's a good feeling.
I can
So
only imagine. I heard so many things when you were speaking. I heard the importance of marketing, your business. I heard what excellent does, because I think excellence actually promotes you into an area that you may not have been ready to obtain. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying before, and that's just it's like favor over, and it just keeps coming back over and over again. But the most valuable thing that I heard out of that was, first of all, any business that operates is definitely operating based on their customers.
Exactly.
Some of us sometimes fail to realize that we serving people. So, it's important, but for your customers to value you enough and to come to you week after week and month after month and year after year and still feel that you are deserving of it speaks volumes about what you and your partners are doing, in your establishment. It's just, I can't even explain how I feel every time I see you all are nominated, or you all are, because you recently moved to a new location.
We have in a new location, and we gave up a little. It's a little smaller salon, but our staff still fit there. We needed more parking though. Our parking situation was crazy. So yeah, we moved to a new space, and of course, with I think every step that we take, I mean, we were nervous about moving, just the
Yeah.
whole deal of it, but it went smoothly. And again, like you said, favor. And to me, only something that had favor could even go so smoothly as it did.
Yes.
So yeah, we're grateful for that.
So how have your clients felt about the transition that you all have made? What's been the response so far about the move?
They like the transition. The main thing, the one thing that they miss are the food places. So now everybody's losing weight.
Well, that
So
could
we
be a
have
good
that
thing.
places, but they love the parking. So it's been fine. They've been just as excited as us, and it feels good, especially when you have long-standing clients that really have been there from the beginning. And when I say the beginning, I'm talking about when, like, far back when I was doing nails at home on my twin bed when I
Yes.
lived with my mom. So it's something, and the new clients too, but the old one, the day one ones that know the struggle, that know all, everything that went on, that was willing to come and enter people into our database so that we can get them emails. People that just gave their time and their whatever we needed them to do. So it's a good feeling.
Awesome. So when you said put them in your database so you can do emails, is that a form of marketing that you all use?
Exactly. Yes, we try to enter everyone into our email system situation so that we can, whenever we have upcoming stuff or just to check on them, if Miss Belma, bless her heart, I got to call her, that I haven't seen in a while, that's been around forever.
Yes.
So just to keep up with people, yeah, just to let them know because you do. And I think people always try not to create a relationship or a personal situation, but it's kind of hard when it's people that's been supporting you, that these are the people that pay our bills.
Make it
So
happen.
we don't take it lightly. Yeah, so they do become friends. I mean,
I,
yeah.
I think that one thing that I learned a little different since I've been in the industry, because that's one of the things I heard so much too, be careful not to make, friendships. But I think it's impossible to do business without forming some type of relationship.
Rapport, I agree.
I think the most successful businesses really focus on the relationship aspect anyway, the customer service, what they like, how they feel. I think it's just like give and take if you're not forming relationships. I just think
I,
that's what makes it work. And so I
I agree.
think you guys, if it's happening that way, I think that's also possibly one of the keys to why it's working as well.
But it is, Tan. It is. It really is. I mean, it's a whole, and I think now more so than any of the days since I've been licensed or doing nails. In the day and time where people are doing everything now, they have Instagram and Facebook and all of that. So this is and not new to me because I've been around in that time too. But I can appreciate and respect the time before. When it was about it's and it is easier now. Like social networking and all of that. All of that do make it easy to get exposed and all of that. So to have been around since way before then
Before it even
and
came on
still,
the scene.
exactly right. Yeah. So I don't even get hyped. Like I like social media and all that, but if one of my accounts got closed down or whatever, like I'm not all amped up on it.
Right.
It's
And
like the gift and the curse sometimes. So I try to use it wisely.
I think you guys have built your business on foundational principles. And so when those are there, when the foundation is strong, other stuff can fall astray, but when that's still there, it works. So minus the social media, I think that you guys would be successful either way, just from what I'm hearing from you as far as what you and your partners do. How do you feel you've grown from partnering with other professionals?
It made me way, way more humble and more patient to have to humble myself enough to know to listen to other people and their ideas and their aspects of everything, whether it's looking at something a different way. And you would be surprised that if you really did just listen to their view and not so much how you want in your view, it can work another way. So
Yeah.
I'm not totally for my way or like that anymore. Like, I'm up for suggestions, and I know that it can work another way. It don't have to be my way, so to speak. So yeah, it really has. And it's been a good thing. It's been a good thing to let my guards down, kind of, sort of, and open myself up to other ideas and other people's views on whatever it is or whatever situation, we're going through.
I think that's awesome, and it's like an important principle that most people can just use in life, because a lot of times most of us, we want to do it our way, just
Exactly.
that's how we start out, anyway. But definitely humbling experience to work with others and recognize that your way is not necessarily the only way, that it will work.
Right.
um, I was going to ask you, how did you feel? What did you feel contributed to you and your partners' continued growth? But we definitely have touched bases on that, several times. Unless there's another particular thing that you think has attributed to you all's growth that we didn't mention.
Um, no, I think that would be it. The main thing that we trust and believe in God, and we, sort out and pray about things first before we jump to conclusion, no matter how good it sounds, no matter how much money it can make. Like, let's pray about it. Is this really the best way? That's, yeah, no, that's it.
Oh, this interview is so good to me. I just a couple questions. I'm gonna say a word and then ask you to give me two words that come to mind when you hear these particular words.
Oh, okay.
Team.
Player, of course. I think a player, yeah, because and especially in our situation, because it's a lot of us, and where people say women can't work together, and we have like three guys, three men that work there, um, but I think that's a stereotype. You can work with women. People have different attitudes and all of that, but I think the more negativity you put on it and the more you say about it, then the more it breeds. So we focus real hard on team. Like, it's enough money for all of us. You just need to do your part. If you're a person that's late all the time, you know you need to be on time. I don't care how good you do it. Somebody else may not do it as good, but they're here at 7 and you were supposed to be, and now it's 7:45.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that counts. And we talk about team all the time. And we try not to leave nobody out as far as techniques or new techniques coming along. They're always willing to help each other. They really are. So that's been a good thing.
And I think that, is probably demonstrated from the leaders, because, if you have that many people coming in, it's likely that they don't all have, that quality. But whatever the head does, the rest follows. And so
Yeah.
that speaks volumes again for you all's, leadership skills. How about the word loyalty?
Oh, loyalty. I think of faithful. I'm real big on loyalty. Like, real big on loyalty. Even down to, we had like a couple of girls that want to open their own salon and all of that, and we're fine with it. Like, our thing with it is we can be sister salons. Go wherever it is you're gonna go. Our thing is, because we've known each other and we've grown together. So how dare us feel any kind of way if you feel like it's your time to open your business and all of that, and it cuts out all of the, like, we know stuff. Like, we are HVAC people, specialists. Like, this not the first time we've gone through this. And
Yeah.
of course, the second time was a smoother process because we do. know more than we did the first time. Through
Exactly.
trial and error, of course, but every delay was a blessing. So I always tell them that it's not, no, you don't have to sneak, it don't have to be undercover. Like, that's our main thing. We're not trying to hold nobody back from doing whatever they're called to do or whatever their vision is. And if we can help with it, then we are on board to help. Promotions, whatever it is we can do, like, we know that this is your living, so clearly if you move from here and go wherever, we're gonna support you. That's always been the main thing. And then if you leave and need to come back for whatever reason, you can. We don't have a problem with that. So it's not no bad blood. We try to make it as smooth a process as possible. A lot of people, I think, when they meet somebody genuine and they know they're genuine, sometimes some things seem too good to be true. So people are kind of skeptical of it.
Yeah,
So getting that part through people's head, like,
it's
it's
real.
real and it's us, it's genuine.
Exactly.
Even the cut and dry way I say things sometimes, because people always say that, but I'm fine with you the next moment. I just say what it, and then I think at this ripe old age, I don't really pick that around too much. So I say exactly what I'm feeling. It's never, what do they say now? It's never no shade.
Yes.
I'm just saying what it is, and we're okay. It's not nothing to be uptight about. So
Oh, awesome. You said something that I thought I would touch. Oh, one of the things, it reminded me of what my mentor told me years ago when I first opened my salon. She said, "Your greatest people will not stay with you forever. You have to know that because they have goals and dreams, but they'll do the greatest work while they're with you."
yes,
They'll do the
yeah,
greatest work because they have a dream and a goal and a vision for bigger and greater. And I remember her telling me that, and I kept that mindset, which helped me to think, like you think. Like, okay, I understand, spread your wings,
yeah,
call me if you need some help and I can help you. It's not an
exactly.
issue whatsoever. And I think the people that are leaving just have to know that what you're saying is genuine.
It's genuine. It is. It really is.
Your next word is time.
Management.
Okay. Time
Yeah,
management.
management. And I say that because time management. And I think that that's our biggest thing. And mainly because we have it's so many of us,
Yes.
so everybody have so many ideas. So implementing them is a whole nother thing.
Yes.
Um, and people are creative and they have ideas to create, to make money. It's just a sense of what needs to happen now. You
Sure.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
put in, I guess, perspective in order, for it to play out. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you anxious. Everybody want to do everything. So yeah, that's what I say.
time management. Awesome. So how do you all do regular staff meetings or as needed, or how do you manage all of those
We do staff meetings probably like every 3 months, like quarterly. What's that, quarterly?
support?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now if something really need to go down, then we can call the emergency meeting in a second. But like I said, we do a lot of memos, a lot of group text situations, and pretty much everybody stay on top of. If somebody was not at work and didn't get the word or their phone acting up, we
Something
make sure
like
that
that.
they know. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
when you hear the word flexible, what do you think?
Flexible. What do I have for flexible? I would probably say customer service to that. And mainly because, and I say the stop, people always want to be right. And my thing about it is it's not about right, it's about a resolution. And I think that's always been my thing. So you have to bend a little. People, and maybe because I'm not gonna say I'm not sensitive, but I can take constructive criticism, and I can listen. And again, I can listen to both sides of everything without getting all up into my feelings. So we ask that all the time. That you been, that you listen. Like, these are our clients. You know, you gotta treat them with some kind of extra something. To me, you know,
Yes.
and I think a lot of stylists these days, and I would say, and mainly, I don't know, old and new stylists.
Yeah.
I we've gotten, because I was gonna say new, but I think it's probably the older ones that really get it kind of twisted.
Yeah.
You know, like, we have to go. You gotta do what's been working, not get so above everything
Wow.
that you know. Here it's a salon on every corner, Tan.
Here
Like, it's a
too.
lot of salons here.
Here
You
too.
know, so
You
I
got
don't
to
know.
stay on top of things.
Exactly,
And,
exactly.
the principles that you are missing, I think, is what some of us miss in the industry. Not all of us, but there are some who just kind of, because it's easy to kind of get complacent, and you just used to the people and you start taking them for granted, and but somebody is on the next block waiting,
Exactly.
and they're visible now. They're on social media, so it's not like they have a hard time hearing about
Exactly.
this
It's
person.
not in the times where people used to tell me, I ain't gonna tell nobody who did my nails because I don't want somebody to come. Aha, not no more. That's not the case.
Exactly. You know, they're just accessible now. People, I mean, so even like you said, it's even more reason for them to stay on top of their game. You know, I don't mean game as in you running game, but just what you're doing, your skill, your task, serving the
Right.
customer to
Yeah.
the utmost.
Yeah.
And the last word is peace. What does that mean to you?
Comfort, love, serenity. I can think of a lot of things for peace. Yeah, definitely. Because I think at the end of the day, um, I know I want to be at peace with the decisions I make, whether it's, and I say that because we have a few young ladies in the salon that, for whatever, they got this going on and that going on. To know that this can be your profession and you can make it. It's not a fly by night hustle job. Like, I'm gonna need you to come in here dressed professionally. No, you can't wear shorts in here. You can't wear booty shorts. You can't. And then it's like I'm the big girl that don't want to see nobody in booty shorts. That's not the case. It's not. Like, it's a profession. No, it's not an office or a library,
But it's
but
a profession.
you want people to look at it a certain kind of way. And if you set the tone, then they will. So I always try to tell them that.
Well, it sounds like they are getting some, your staff and your partners are getting some valuable information from you and wisdom. And I think it's important that we be in an environment where we are able to say, you know, what we feel, especially if our heart is in the right place when we say it.
Exactly.
And it sounds as if you guys are focused on your vision and you understand that all of those things you talked about make the vision go forth. And
Yeah.
you know, your staff, it's just, it's a beautiful thing what you guys are doing. And one last thing that I wanted to say is what is the experience like when you go to the Steve Harvey Neighborhood Award Show representing
You
your
you know what, Tan? The very first year, I think we was taken aback because I don't know what we was thinking, but it was grandiose. Way like,
yeah.
oh, it was an amazing experience. And then I think year after year, of course, you get a little more familiar, so you're a little less nervous. And it's just amazing that the people remember Salon Couture. They remember us, and even down to, and I tell people this all the time, like, um, just give me the money. The fame is a lot. Like, it's a lot because people expect a lot. They all of that. Like, you love it, but it's an ongoing networking thing. So you do, and when you have the opportunity, you do take it. You meet so many nice people, so much networking it is. You know, even down to the people that sponsor the Hoodie Awards, like Wells Fargo and Ford and all of that.
Wow.
Like, it's serious business. Yeah, they fly us out to Las Vegas or Atlanta and all of that, but they want to know who these small businesses are that they are sponsoring.
Who is
So we're
this?
front and center of everything, and we're appreciative and for real forever grateful that they even take time to recognize the small businesses in the community,
Yes.
whether it's car wash, best teacher, or what have you. It's a wonderful event. It really is.
About how many people are usually in attendance to the neighborhood awards show?
Tan, I'm gonna say, and I think I read before. If I had to guess, I would say at least like 50,000 people. Like
I,
it's a whole lot of people. It's
I,
like an award show, a real live
for
award show.
sure, right?
It really is. And with Steve Harvey and I guess the people, his friends and people that support him, that do it off of sponsorship, and he have great people there. Frankie Beverly and Mays, Kevin Hart, Mary, Erica Badu. Like he has real like good people
Major
that support him.
players.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's exciting. We don't take it lightly. Like we are excited to go each and every time we get nominated. Like it feels like a new time. It's not like, oh, that again. No, we're excited every time we go. So we've
Awesome.
been blessed.
So, do you and your partners have anything that you can share? Because you know you can't tell everybody your dreams, but
Right.
do you have anything that you can share that you all are considering for your future, or is that kind of under wraps right now?
It's not really under wraps, but it's something we've been talking about. And what it has been is a nail school because in our area in PG County, there are no nail schools. Like so we've been kind of working on that and talking to people in PG County to really to start to get that going. So
Well, I'm
we've been
glad.
praying about that, and if all goes well, that might be our next thing.
Well, I'm glad you shared that. Remind me to connect with you at another point because my mentor actually originated from that area and had a school uh,
Oh, okay.
in the DC area, and so I'm sure she'd be more than willing to help
Share
you.
some, yes. Okay,
She
share some
knows a
light
lot
on.
of people in
Okay,
the area too,
good.
so it's
Okay.
good to share stuff sometime, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Thank
It's a
you
time for everything.
so, thank you so much. If you had anything to tell a new upcoming nail technician or hairstylist or barber or someone who's been in the industry for a while, what would you tell them?
Be patient. And I think of that when I think of new stylists coming onto the set or new manicures. I think they look at the people around them and they so busy concentrating on them that they can't get their clientele and their stuff together.
Yeah,
And they think looking at somebody, it's a difference than somebody doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and somebody just starting out. So
it,
that's my main thing. And my business partner always say, because she says not a word, but the stick to itness of it. And she always get on me because I said that in another interview. That's not a word, but the stick to itness of it. Because it can happen and it's proven because you're looking around, but it didn't happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. Yeah, it's a lot of money to be made, but you have to start somewhere. And I don't mean start and then quit, start and give up. Like you have to be committed. That
yes.
that's it. So I always say just be patient. Yeah.
So when the word stick to itness becomes popular, I can say they heard it here first. You know, they globally heard it from the
Exactly.
team first. So
Right.
I love you and I appreciate you giving me
Love
your
you
valuable time.
for having me.
You're welcome, dear. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.